Okay, Frank.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Yeah, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Tua. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Ready, set. 77 look.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
18 Rattler.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. First, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tua to throw again. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Austin Eckler, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The Eagles at 11-3 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with Sanders. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Hurts. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Osa Odighizuwa able to record his 5th sack of the season. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On the set.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tua. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a nicely run slant route. What the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. First down, and they stick with Eckler. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Tua going to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Here we go.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule. I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza is sent on to punt. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 Lions.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go play action with Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. And Reagor will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable here from the 38. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Big Lions, 99 Broncos. Back in 60.
Here's Hurts to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Let's go now. Warriors 70. Red ball 80.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Viking 18.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Check pass, check pass. Trap 50, trap 60.
They'll look to throw here. Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas got him from 19 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to pass. Tua. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
50 Bobcats!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
18, Pioneer! Hey, Smash Bronco!
After the sack on 1st down, Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Come 19, come 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
Here we go, check. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go check, go check. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 19 Lions. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe...
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Warriors, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Let's go. 18 Rattler.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 13. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's got room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On play action, here's Tua, steps away. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over. but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. Yeah. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. Under pressure, they got him again. Hassan Reddick in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. From the gun, it's Tua. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Another run with Sanders. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Buffalo 18. Hey, check that. Street.
Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Running right. Here's Sanders. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
18 Cardinals.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
In order to play a really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
This will be caught by Brown. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Here we go.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll run with Sanders, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
65 yards. 65 yards.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
Okay, ready?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give him credit for Some coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun.
And the defense closes quickly there, and they'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed and being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
He'll drop to throw. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide. And
he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Let's go now.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. 2 and a throw again.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 2 and now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. One final try for Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Philadelphia, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Vikings,
I'm really out for blood this time. Look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory, back up on time, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form should prosper. R&B all over my roster. I got options, I keep it right on the dresser. Next to the Oscar, applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me, huh? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due. I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me. That's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB. These Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key. I push the start my...
the tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Tonight, we've got one last present under the tree, our final Monday Nighter of the year, between the New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And the catch made by Walters. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Finds Dulcich out left side. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3 barely. But the mark shows first down.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he coughed it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
The Packers at 9-6 now. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And some room to roam now.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
A good run there on right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Herbert off of play action. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also an offensive line wants to keep everyone in a match.
Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Play action. It's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, it's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here we go.
The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on third down is Burrow.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Burrow looking to pass.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Hey, can.
Now it's Burrow. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
On first down, Henley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback.
Herbert has it knocked free.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll buy some time right. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
from the 35 on second down. Burrow binds, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards.
And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Herbert. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Herbert operating from the red zone.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Here's Herbert. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Play action. It's Burrow. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I have to think a major focus in the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at
this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. That's complete, left side to Bateman.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now we've got a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
DeAndre Swift. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Now Burrow. He'll find Bateman once more.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1, ready?
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go.
And they go play action now. Burrow.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
The Jets on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams.
And he'll get it inside the 35.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 19. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Williams. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. 13 yards, first down, Packers. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. The last two plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And they take a knee. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory on the other. I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for Green Bay,
they get a critical 10th win on the year with one game left to go.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger.